Peace to the family. Soul Conscious TV. This is King Narmer. We're back. Today let's talk about the Kemetic timeline, or the timeline of Kemet. First and foremost, Kemet is not the same as Egypt. Kemet is the ancient word for Egypt, which means land of the black, or the black land. Egypt is a European or Greek word meaning bondage. So, the Kemetic timeline goes as such. Let's do a brief overview. So we have the pre-dynastic, we have the pyramid age, which is the old kingdom, which deals with the first 10 dynasties, especially the first golden age, which is dynasties 3 through 6. We have the literary age, the middle kingdom, which is the second golden age, which deals with dynasties 11 through 17, and the second golden age represents dynasties 11 and 12. The temple imperial age, or the new kingdom, or the third golden age, represents dynasties 18 and 19, which covers dynasties 18 through 24. Then we have the revival age, or the late kingdom, which is dynasties 25 through 30, which the fourth golden age is the 25th dynasty. So let's get into it. The Sphinx, or Imhotep, is in the pre-dynastic, but it says here that it's dated to 4700 BC. That is a lie. The Sphinx is anywhere between, or Imhotep is anywhere between 18,000 to 90,000 years old. Let that sink in. So then that would take us into the astronomical calendar, which is dated 4236 BC. Then following that would be the Medu Neter, or the Medu Neter, which means the words of God, or God's word. Being that the Europeans can pronounce that, they called it the hieroglyphs, which translates to sacred writings. So that is dated 3800 BC. So now with that said, this takes us into the first dynasty. We start with King Narmer. It says he's dated 3100 BC, first dynasty, along with the Narmer palette. No, this dude is so old they can't even date him. Here's a picture of King Narmer. So then after King Narmer, basically doing the Narmer palettes and building the first water pump, we go into Imhotep in Dozier, which is dated 3600 BC. So then we go into the step pyramid of Imhotep or Dozier. So the pyramid age, or the old kingdom, would represent the step pyramid, the bent pyramid, and the true pyramid. So that is the step pyramid of Imhotep or Dozier, the bent pyramid of Sneferu, and the great pyramid of Khufu. So let's break down these three fine gentlemen that are covered in the old kingdom. We have Imhotep. He is the world's first multi-genius. He built the step pyramid of Dozier. He was the world's first recorded physician and oldest to perform the first circumcisions. He was a master Freemason and built the first Masonic lodge and altar for worship. That is what the Pyramid of Dozier really represents and was really built for. It is a Masonic lodge, which every lodge is basically modeled after, and it is the first altar. So when they speak of the Tower of Babel, they're talking about the step pyramid of Dozier. Here once again, the world's first Masonic temple and the world's first altar for sun worship. Now we go into Sneferu, or Sneferu, 2613 BC. We go to the bent pyramid. Pharaoh Sneferu. So once you go into that, after Sneferu, you go into Pharaoh Khufu, or King Khufu, who is the most famous pharaoh of the Old Kingdom, was Khufu, in whose honor the largest pyramids was built. So the Great Pyramid of Khufu and Khufu's great ship, which did travel and sail the seas. So we have the Great Pyramid of Khufu, and we have the Kemetic shipbuilding, 2500 BC. Then from there, we go into the literary age or the Middle Age, which deals with the mathematical and medical papyrus. So that would deal with Amin Imhotep or Amin Imhet. So dynasties 11 through 17, we have the mathematical and medical papyri. So we have Akhmos, mathematical papyrus. We have the surgical instruments at Kumombo, and we have the surgical papyrus. So that would cover, basically as a brief overview of the great contributions to the Middle Age. So then we get into the Temple or Imperial Age, the New Kingdom. So now that we're getting to the Temple and Imperial Age of the New Kingdom, that can deal with Queen Tai. It can deal with the New Kingdom. It can deal with Luxor's Temple. It can deal with Abu Simbel. It can deal with Hatshepsut or Hatshepsut's Tekken. And it can deal with King Tutankhamun and King Akhenaten. So we have Akhmos, who prepares the math papyrus in 1900 BC. And then it carries over to basically the Temple Imperial Age. So you have Queen Akhmos, you have Nefertari, 1554 BC. You have the medical papyri. Then it carries over to Imhotep III and Queen Tai, 1391 BC. Then it deals with Akhenaten, 1353 BC, and King Tutankhamun, 1332 BC. It also deals with the national symbol of Kemet, which comes slightly before in 1479 BC. We also go further on to King Ramses II, 1279 BC. So then after that, we go to the revival or to the late age. So once we go to the revival in the late age or the late kingdom, now we get into dynasties 25th or the 25th through 30th dynasties, or dynasties 25 through 30. So the revival age and late kingdom, which is the fourth golden age, which is the 25th dynasty, can deal with Pai, 750 BC, Shakaba, 760 BC, Tahara, 690 BC, and the high priest, Hurim Akhet, the son of Shakaba, 701 BC. And that's a basic little overview and a little introduction to the Kemetic timeline. And here's one more picture of the bent pyramid of Sneferu. So look again at the bent pyramid of Sneferu. And that deals with the Pyramid Age, Old Kingdom. Peace, family.